our two color twining. So we're going to bring in our yellow, bring it right up to our starting point. So we have right here, and this is just like the 6-inch lightning and the 12-inch lightning. We're going to bring in, and we're going to think about how big we want our fringe loop, and I'm thinking about 3 inches, 1, 2, and 3, so I'm measuring it right at that 3 and bringing it together, doing a turn. I'm going to bring the blacks forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring the yellow to the front. We'll grab the black and yellow at the top and the black and yellow at the bottom. So we have 1 row and 2 being done. And row 1 is black over 4, yellow over 4, black over 4, yellow over 4, and we'll follow our pattern all the way to the end. So we finished row 1, and it's going to sit and park, and we'll do row 2. So we are done with row 1 and 2 of our ancestor design. We're going to grab the top and the bottom of each, and the black is going to be the fringe, so that's just going to head that direction, and this one we're going to head this direction and finish off this. And we're going to go 2, 2, 2, and 2. Need to give it a little tug and give them all some room. If we look under our 3-strand twining, we have 2 rows that are now underneath, so we know that's time to do these 3-strand twining. And with this beautiful long fringe, we'll pull that aside, and we know we need to bring one of these 3-strand twining to the front. So we took care of all of these 3-strand twining. Here's our loop fringe. We'll bring down one of the weavers of this 3-strand twining. Bring that up front. And we'll do that the same over here, those 3-strand twining, and bring up one of these weavers of the 3-strand twining that's on the top of the ancestors, and we'll do 2 more rows, 3 and 4. So we just did row 3 and 4, and we need to bring our savage pattern that is on the top, the 3-strand twining, and we want to make sure we have our fringe, our loop fringe, to the side. I'm going to bring out the 3rd one that's in the back and do its first exchange. We have 1, 2, 3. 1 is going to go past 2 and 3 and head to the back. And we're going to do that on this side as well. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do row 5 and 6 next. Before we go to row 7 and 8, if we look underneath our 3-strand twining, we have 2 rows underneath. So we need to do these 3-strand and these 3-strand. We just did rows 7 and 8, and we look at the loop fringe, and we have 2 rows that we have done, so we know we need to bring down our, looking at the back, we need to bring down and bring it forward, so we have the 3 weavers in the front, and we want all of our loop fringe to the left, and we have 1, 2, 3. One is going past 2 and 3, and is the 3 strand is going on top over those 2 rows. So we know this is a fringe. Those are the fringe, and we're bringing down our 3 strand twining, kind of getting hooked everywhere, and we want our fringe to be to the right, which means we have some we need to bring to the side. One, 2, 3, and it's going over our fringe. So we just did rows 9 and 10, and if we look under our savage pattern, our 3 strand twining, we have 2 rows right underneath, so we know we need to do the black, yellow, yellow, black 3 strand twining on each side. We did our 3 strand twining, and next we're going to do row 11 and 12. We just finished 11 and 12, and if we look at our loop fringe, we have 2 right underneath, so we know that we need to do the 3 strand twining. And we want it to go over the fringe. And we'll do the same over here, and then we'll do row 13 and 14. We just finished row 13 and 14, and if we look under our 3 strand savage pattern, we see that we have 2 rows underneath, so we need to take care of those on both sides. Our 3 strand twining. We just did row 15 and 16, looking under our fringe. We have 2, so we know we need to do our 3 strand twining. You can show all the loop fringe are laying to the left, and we're in the right row, and there's the 2 rows showing right there, 1, 2, and then we have our 1, 2, 3, and this goes down and over, and isn't that beautiful how it covers those rows, those previous rows? And we'll do the same over on this side. And now that we have done one of all of our ancestors, we're going to do again 1 through 16. So the next one is going to be yellow and black, and we're going to repeat one more pattern of that, and then we'll end. Our last 2 rows will be in black and yellow. So one more repeat. And as you repeat the next row of 1 through 16 of the ancestors, you'll want to always check to where you need to do your 3 strand twining. Have you done 2 rows underneath the ancestors, and then do you need to do the fringe? Have you done 2 rows, and then do you need to do the 3 strand twining of the black, yellow, yellow, black?